The creed of humanity has three fundamental beliefs as akin to a blade of grass. The top is the seed, which teaches us to be wary of the veil. For as unsprouted this seed is, we know not what sort of fruit it will bear. The middle is the blade, which teaches us to pay honorable debts and to hold the sword in our dealings. That is to say, to lend freely, but take with caution. The roots are ourselves. The creed is nothing without its members. Without its roots, it lacks the necessary nutrients to survive, and withers away as fuel to the fire. Many have asked why the creed akins itself to the lowly plant, for they do not see the value in such meager things. But I say, is it not the wheat that fuels nations? Is it not the poesy that softens the fall upon a field? Domestication of this is what sprouted civilizations as we know it, and going forward with our three core beliefs, I expect the creed to do the same.
Hello, and welcome to Before the Open Door, subtext. It's almost there, but I just gotta stitch it together.
Something.
That's what the subtext is. It's just subtext.
It's just yeah, it turns out.
Wonderful.
I meant to actually put it together before, but I forgot. Anyway, next time. I'm Dominic Nauman. I'm the GM. And I'm a person. He, him.
One of them.
I'm indeed a person. Aslan.
Hi, my name is Madison Price. I play Aslan Katha. He uses he, they pronouns. And I use they, them.
All right, Aslan, can I get your beliefs real quick?
Yes. So my beliefs so far are that people are not trustworthy until I deem them as much. I don't trust anybody until I've cleared them. I will help you out, typically, no problem, so long as you don't fuck with my money or my life. I'd like to keep living. And then, while Kismit does have some skills, I'm sure, I don't trust them on their own in dangerous situations. You gotta make sure that someone's there with the kid.
All right. D9.
Hello, I'm Destiny. I play D-986. And my beliefs are that I do not kill, help people, and everyone can be saved.
All right. And Kismet.
My name is Sterling. I use he, they pronouns along with my character Kismit, who uses he, they pronouns. And their beliefs are, they do not want to cause harm to anyone deliberately, and are very uncomfortable with the weapon that their godmother Ruth has given them. And, countering Aslan's belief of needing to protect Kismet, they don't enjoy being belittled, and want to prove that they're just as capable as everyone else, and will take on more to prove as such.
Hold on. You are uncomfortable with the weapon that Ruth gave you? I didn't know that you were given a weapon.
Yeah, there was a nerve crippler.
Yeah, Kismet's got a nerve crippler.
There was a nerve crippler?
Yes.
He's had it the whole time.
And you never thought to bring it up.
No, he doesn't want to hurt people.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to use it.
What do you mean, bring it up? It was in the first session.
I don't think you used it in the first session, did
No.
you?
No, I was given it in the first session.
I do not remember that at all. I'm very sorry.
We discovered that Sterling was supposed to have something in episode 0.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, episode 0, I think I've watched that one the least, I think. So, I don't have that one all memorized.
Okay.
I didn't know you can watch audio.
Destiny.
Hey, to be fair though, I watch it when I edit it, so... Anyway, Kismet, that was only 2 beliefs.
Yeah, I understand the concept. In the time of which we were getting ready, I couldn't think of a single thing to put as my third one, so I don't know, we'll find out in game, right?
No, I would like to figure it out right now. That way you can, work towards getting XP with it, you know?
That's fair.
So, you don't want to harm people. You're not to be belittled.
Rocky, please, I'm begging you. I would like to tell the listeners, in the event that this doesn't get cut out, I have a sign up on my door saying, don't bother me. My cat can't read signs.
Damn.
So he's very loud and...
You could have a belief regarding Ruth, or you could have a belief, regarding your new attitude toward murder.
I mean, I could have something saying I trust Ruth wholly, but I'm pretty sure that's just a fact.
Yeah, that's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she adopted Kismet. I mean, they just,
Would Kismet do anything to protect Ruth?
Oh, probably. Oh. Oh no, that could kill 2 beliefs with 1 stone, huh?
I'm interested. If you're interested, I'm interested.
I'm interested. No, that's good. Because I have decided that Kismet, as a whole, generally will not protect themselves, but would go absolutely batshit on someone else. For someone else.
Yeah. Fair enough. Cool.
Alright, well, I'll just go ahead and type that up.
But again, because it's a belief, it's not necessarily 100% true. It's just something that Kismet might think is true.
Something that can be tested.
Yeah. Alright. So... quick question to the 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing on a Tuesday afternoon?
We have Tuesday?
Or Tuesday equivalent. I don't know. I haven't figured out the days or whatever, but
The Tuesday substitute.
I think I did explicitly state that there is a 7-day week. Mm-hmm. So.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. So it's 2 p.m. The cafe's open, but it's the lunch hour has just passed. So it's just kind of chill. What are the 3 of you, what is 3 of you doing?
Probably helping clean up after the lunch rush.
That's fair. That's fair. Are you back in the kitchen, or are you wiping down tables, or?
Probably wiping down tables.
Okay.
Is there anyone still in the cafe?
Oh yeah, there's some people, but it's not jammed full anymore.
Okay, so I'd say that Kismet's probably just playing around on the piano.
Oh, okay. Just riffing.
Yeah, just kind of going for it.
I'm saying Aslan is downstairs in the sanctuary, in his office, on a phone call with Les while trying to solve, a little, logic puzzle. The ones that are all the grid, and it's Karen got paid the least, but she was not paid on Tuesday, and you have to solve all of that BS. He's down there solving that.
I like that idea. However, I will state right now that Les is currently busy.
He's still calling Les. Like, he might not be talking to Les, but he's, like, calling every, like, few minutes, which Les is not unaccustomed to.
Okay. Well, he has not picked up.
He won't, and we're sure of that. But it's for when lunch happens or whatever. Aslan doesn't know when lunch happens, but, like, might be around now, so we'll let Les know that, you know, we are also free to chat. To help with this damn puzzle.
All right. Well, the mood, which I would say is fairly... I think Ruth is currently in the kitchen preparing something, right? Or, you know, doing something in the kitchen. And very, very suddenly, is there... Can you see out through a window through the front door from the piano, Kismit?
Let me look at the layout of the building real quick.
I'm curious,
I don't
if you
think
can
so.
see this coming.
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. Because the door is in, like, the far northwest corner, and the piano is in the far southeast.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, all right.
But depending on where Destiny is cleaning, or D is,
Well,
she might be able to see something.
I will say, just without much warning, a turnspit with the word police proudly displayed across its chest just bursts through the door. Not like aggressively, but very assertively. And it is followed by two more and a mirador, which, as a reminder, is somebody... They're essentially a police officer who controls turnspits.
Right.
They usually control 3 at a time, though the number can vary depending on the situation. But this is not like last time Freestone. This is Officer Tilda. He's a tall, skinny man, white skin, like blonde hair, and he is just kind of looking the cafe up and down as these turnspits go to the front counter as Ruth comes out to investigate. D9 Kismet, how are you reacting to this?
I am just observing at the moment. I'm just watching.
As essentially a co-owner of Rhythm and Rhyme, I'd say that Kismet has at least one ball to be able to get up and, you know, be like, hello, is there anything that I can do for you? You know, welcome to the Rhythm and Rhyme, that kind of thing.
Are you staying at the piano, which is a good few yards away, or have you...
No, I whole ass approach them.
All right. I think the Officer Tilda, he, him, by the way.
Thank you.
Just kind of looks at you and goes, we're here for Ruth. And Ruth, extremely curious as to what's going on right now, comes out of the back room and up to the counter. And she goes, what do you want? And Officer Tilda points at Ruth and goes, under the authority of the city, you are officially arrested for the murder of Asclepius Incarnata. And Ruth begins to protest as she's not like physically fighting the turnspits off, but she's like, "What? Wait, what? I didn't kill anybody. What do you?" as he turnspits around the counter and begin to cuff her.
The woman didn't get a day off. She didn't have the time to kill anybody.
I think you can hear a ruckus going on upstairs, Aslan.
Okay, Aslan is coming up promptly, the little sticky note left in his puzzle book, and is clambering up, trying to see what is happening. And he just sees them, like, arresting Ruth. Mm-hmm.
Right. I think they begin to escort her out of the Rhythm and Rhyme.
Hey, what is this? Why are you taking her?
Official arrest, yes.
Why?
Murder?
No. When?
He looks at you and goes, you can contact the police office for details.
I'm contacting you right now, so...
I'm busy. I'm apprehending a criminal.
And I'm talking to you. I'm expecting some respect. What are your pronouns?
He, him.
Awesome. He, they. Now, who sent you specific? Who is this? What is this? Because as far as I know, and I've been here all fucking day, there's no conversation that's happened. You have not asked Ruth any questions. It sounds like you're not arresting her for murder. You're trying to bring her in for questions. And that verbiage is very important to me.
Well, it is technically apprehension and for questions. However, I don't think we have many questions. The case is pretty much already solved.
Really? When did this happen? When do you think that she killed someone? Because again, we've all been here pretty much the entire week at least.
He turns and makes a hand signal, and the turnspits start moving out the door.
No, I am
just ignoring you.
Aslan is following.
Kismit, in that moment when Tilda is having this sort of argument with Aslan, Ruth leans over and whispers something in your ear. She says, contact Zhao. Make sure he gets you into the Cannonade ball. And then leans away.
Okay. Kismet just nods, and I'm gonna say, like, Kismet was going to protest, but it kind of feels like after being whispered to, Ruth, like, maybe knows what she's doing. So...
She has some inkling as to what's going on, to be sure.
Madison, did you get that down, by the way, in the corkboard?
Contact Zhao, Cannonade bow?
The Cannonade ball.
Cannonade ball. Okay.
And they start marching out.
Okay. We'll be seeing you soon, then.
Aslan is still, like, trying to follow and get answers. Like, who am I contacting? I'm looking forward to contacting somebody. Who am I contacting? He's like...
Our front office.
Neat, let's go. And he's gonna try to, like, just specifically follow them on his bike. Because he doesn't... That is his intention. He's going straight to people. To bitch.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, so, as you walk outside, there is, there's like a little communal parking lot for like the Rhythm and Rhyme and other like businesses in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And they march Ruth right into this police like van. And the Turnspits stay in the back with her while Tilda gets into the front seat. And as I imagine you are ready to just hop on your bike and, follow this motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
Another car pulls up, and Les and Freestone get out.
Les, they're taking Ruth. They're taking Ruth without asking any questions. He's already accusing her of killing somebody with no information. And this is not how you properly run these investigations, Leslie. Show them, speak to them.
They're not letting me run this investigation, Aslan.
But you got some sway, right?
They said I have too much of a personal connection to this one.
But he's like at a loss for words. This isn't the process. Just sweep it out of here. There's nothing.
Hey, we'll do something, but I don't think following this guy to the police station and nagging the secretary is going to get you very far. Come inside with me.
Fine. Then he swings off the bike and essentially crosses his arm and pouts back into the thing because he's mad that he didn't get a go stir up trouble. And also is very, very concerned about Ruth.
I would imagine. Les and Freestone, and it looks like the car that they got out of it is another police car, and it does have 3 turnspits sitting in the back, but they do not follow Freestone
When you
into
say
the
a
building.
police car, I think of like my Grand Marquis, and then I just picture these 3 huge robots squished into the back of my car.
Not quite. It's a bit bigger than that.
I assume.
There's enough room in the back for like the 3 turnspits and then like a couple of people.
Mm-hmm.
And also, unless the turnspits have dump truck asses, I think they can fit just fine.
I always
Actually-
pictured them as like big and hulking.
Oh, well, no, actually, I think they're typically like slimmer than people, but they're like
Yeah.
extremely
Oh.
sturdy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was imagining, like, exoskeleton-type robot with a gun.
Like that dude from the Terminator.
Yeah.
I'm now Googling that dude from the Terminator.
I was kind.
Careful, it's not actual dude. What the fuck was it called?
I was kind of imagining it the kind of somewhat similar to the what are the bots from Apex called? Those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I did take some inspiration from the bots from Titanfall.
Oh, that
now
makes sense.
Actually, now that I think about it, whenever I imagine these things, I actually imagine the training bots from Overwatch. Now that I think about it, whenever I think about these things, those training bots are what actually pop into my head.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Have you been picturing Ratify as a trading bot this whole time?
Oddly, no, but all of the other ones, Ratify, I picture as
Yeah.
one of those Apex bots. But
Whatever
all
the
the
fuck they're
other
called.
all the other nameless ones, I imagine the training bots.
Well, now
Alright.
I feel silly.
Kind of like Pathfinders, except they don't have the big screen on them. Anyway,
Got it.
yeah, I can't remember the specific term. Anyway, yeah, so she does have some with her, though they are staying in the car.
Them.
Fuck. I was like preparing myself for Freestone being back in the seat in the second. Okay.
And then I immediately distracted you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Their turnspits are in the car. And you guys go inside. I think at the sight of a police officer coming in and arresting Ruth, I think the customers have politely excused themselves after paying for their food. No, wait, it's a cafe. You pay up front. Never mind.
Yeah.
Any extra tips?
Oddly, I think people are really just ready to get out of there.
What douchebags?
Yeah, maybe one guy leaves an extra $5. So I guess right now, just standing in the lobby is Aslan, D9, Kismit, Les, and Freestone. And the second that the door closes, Les just flips the sign to closed. And opens up a opens up a projector for you guys to see. And he goes, this, and he shows a picture of a older looking gentleman with like white hair, like really, you could tell he's pretty old. He's got some really nice clothes on, but looks like he's like really owning the fact that he's old. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really comfortable with his age. This is Asclepius Incarnata. The person that they are claiming that Ruth murdered. I don't know if you recognize the name. A lot of people don't. This is the head guy for the Creed of Mortal Kind.
Oh.
The big old church that, like, people are obsessed with around here.
Yeah, they come and drop off shit every once in a while. I use it to make little paper birds.
That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, so he's dead. He's fucking dead. He swipes the screen and then there's a picture of his head. This was all that we recovered. We don't know where the fuck his body went.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Where'd they find it at?
in his office. They claim the Creed of Mortal Kind claims that the murder happened 5 days ago. And they launched their own internal investigation immediately, and they came out with Ruth, pulled a couple strings, and now she's in jail.
That is not how any of this should
Yeah,
work.
that's not an investigation.
No.
He swipes the screen again and some more information pops up. I don't know if you know this, but the Creed of Mortal Kind is one of the most influential members of the city. Are you familiar with the currency we use around here called obligations?
Yeah.
They are the one who enforces those. So, it wasn't that hard for them, who, I should mention, they collect obligations, to just pull a string or two, and all of a sudden, I got passed over for the investigation.
Aslan is very, very angry and walks around to the other side of the bar. And
She is
just kind
still
of lays on it.
entitled. She is still entitled to a trial. She has not been put in prison yet, but without any sort of solid evidence that it was not her, there's nothing I can do right now.
I do have a question, if I may.
Yeah.
So, I feel like they would be relatively attached to their leader.
Uh-huh.
Why would they do such a speedy investigation just to get the wrong person?
I don't know. I know a little bit about how the Creed functions because I did some Cliff Note studying in the car, but I honestly don't know why the fuck they tagged Ruth on this, of all people. I mean, Ruth just runs this little cafe, right?
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't know. I can't. I was looking up the file on Ruth, and guess what? It's basically empty. No criminal history, no much of history of anything. Really just the rights to, like, handle food and, like...
Did you get a birthday?
Yeah. But, like, it's clearly wrong. She's, like, more than 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
It's the wrong birthday.
Then she's got fake papers.
Yeah.
And in order to get fake papers, you gotta pull strings. And that probably comes back to Owen, the Creed something.
All right.
know.
Hey, quick little question. Does anyone know who Zhao is?
Who?
I didn't really get a last name, but Zhao and
Yeah, why?
how do you? I thought it was Cannonball.
No,
What is that?
the Canon.
Cannonay. Is that like a place? Is that a thing?
You could look it up. But
yeah, you could just do the equivalent of
yeah.
Googling it. I don't know what that is in the veil.
it's essentially Googling it. But
Veiling.
veiling it, yeah.
Veiling it.
Unveiling.
Unveiling, yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, actually, with a quick search, you see that there is well, first, you realize that Cannonay is a type of rose. Rosa Cannonay is its name. And second, it is a high-class esteemed ball that is all throughout. Like, there's like... You don't get to be the size of the Creed of Mortal Kind without having, backup plans and stuff. And in a public statement, revealing their, like, plan of succession, it is said that the successor will be appointed at the Cannonay Ball. So...
What in the goddamn is Ruth planning?
You think she planned this?
I don't think she's involved with the murder, but she obviously knows something.
We gotta talk to her. Get some more information. We could go
Do you
there.
think-
They're expecting me, definitely. Worst to worst, I distract them while you guys do some shit. Less Cavaliers. So,
He just crosses his arms.
oh, come on.
We have a police officer in the room, too.
Well, yeah, but Freestone's cool. And I wave at Freestone, because I'm on the other side of the bar and I can't give them a high five.
They wave a gloved hand at you.
We're they them buddies. We got each
What?
other.
We got this.
So why did you ask about Joe? We got Joe and we got the candidate. I didn't know he had anything to do with being that high and mighty.
The only reason that I didn't follow them out like you did, Aslan, was because Ruth whispered to me as they were taking her and told me to contact Zhao and get into the Cannonade Ball. So I just let them take her because I feel like she knows what she's doing. I still feel very much like she didn't murder someone.
Well, where was she 5 days ago, number one?
5 days ago, it's Tuesday,
I mean, as far as you know, Kismet, she was just running the rhythm and rhyme.
Oh, I wouldn't even know that. Wait, who?
She was just working 5 days ago.
Yeah, is what I'm
That's
saying.
all.
Oh, wait.
So you guys were just working together.
Yeah, that was a Thursday, so... Or equivalent to a Thursday, since I don't trust time here anymore.
Thursday adjacent. Okay.
Yeah, I think Les is looking is looking at documents, trying to see if they can piece anything together. They're looking pretty frustrated. And Freestone has just got their finger on their chin, just kind of rubbing it as they're like, yeah, this doesn't make too much sense. Do we have any other leads other than Zhao?
I've got nothing personally.
I could look into it, see where he's at now. He kind of bumps around, make sure he's not... I mean, he's in the same place all the time, because he's a legal citizen here.
That you said that in such a way that I'm very suddenly suspicious.
Don't worry about it, Freestone. They them buddies. Support me.
That's not how being a police officer works.
You're such wet blankets. And then Aslan...
I'm not here to
turns-
investigate Zhao. I'm here to investigate Ruth. Or, well, not really.
We're not
technically,
investigating Ruth.
But, well,
Ruth didn't do this.
when we put it on the paperwork, that's how we're going to put it. Because if we put it any other way, it might be insubordination.
You know, like it is.
Like it is. We're just making sure all the pieces got put together correctly. That's all
They
we're doing.
clearly did not, because she was not anywhere near where they
Which
think
is
that
why
she was.
we're here.
What is the...
Aslan,
I'm not a fan of this.
we understand that Ruth didn't do it. I'm also currently understanding that sitting here and keeping on saying that Ruth didn't do it is going to get us nowhere.
Alright, then what evidence do they have? What do we have that says that she did it?
Why don't we go there and ask?
I suggested that in the beginning.
Well, it's not the beginning anymore. Suggest it again.
Let's go there and ask.
All right.
All right. So is anyone going to Zhao, or are all of you going to the police station?
Oh, Kismet 100% wants to go to Zhao in the event that that's an option.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Aslan.
That is fair.
I'm keeping an eye on Aslan.
Right. Do you want to reiterate
That's
why
good.
that is?
I don't want... Okay. For the audience out there, previously on the pod, I talked with Ratify, and I convinced him to not do a myrtle on the condition that we don't do a myrtle. So I need to ensure we don't do a myrtle. And currently, Aslan is the biggest candidate for committing a myrtle intentionally or not. My biggest concern is not, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So so are you you're going to look for Zhao Kismet?
Mm-hmm.
One of us has to go with, because you've got no fucking clue who this dude is.
I think Les is willing to go with Kismet. And then Freestone will go with you two back to the office.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That works for me.
I mean, unless you'd rather have it the other way.
I prefer Kismet with Les. Not that I don't trust Freestone. Of the two, I trust Les the most with Kismet.
Cool.
But he is, like, gonna pat Les's shoulder as he leaves. Just continue.
Right. So.
I don't know if I want to take the bike or the water pipe.
Yeah, I was about to ask Aslan, how are you getting to the police office?
I don't know how dramatic I want to be. Yes, I do. We're taking the water pipe.
All right.
So, I sort of like...
Wait, does that mean you're taking Freestone into your sanctuary?
Yes, but I'm gonna ask Freestone to close their eyes after they get off the ladder. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't care. They can't get in here anyway.
I don't think they will. Freestone is, like, not ready to go down this really wanky looking hole.
It is just a hole in the floor and a broken freezer, yeah.
I don't know if they're down with that, to be being perfectly honest.
Alright, get in the freezer.
Yeah, I'll go in the freezer. I'm gonna go in the freezer.
It's kind of like rolling up in a van. It's like, okay, get in the van. It's like, you're all friends, but suddenly you're very concerned. Like, where'd you get the van?
What is this?
What crimes did you or did you not commit?
What crimes did you or are you about to commit?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that it's 100% clear that you are about to take this police officer into a part of the building that is not on any records, and use with this police officer a method that you can break and enter into anybody's home without really any sort of recourse.
The more you say it,
might sound like a bad idea.
I'm laying it out on the table. Freestone wants to work with you. There's still a police officer.
Is this you speaking, or is Freestone running through this for me really quick?
No, this is
like
me
this
being
is a friend.
This is me with you here, because if you bring Freestone down into your sanctuary to use this water pipe, you are putting narrative pieces into my hand that I can play later.
Okay, I don't like how you're saying that, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna take the bike.
Okay.
So Aslan starts to walk toward the back kitchen. And then as they're, like, about to push back the curtain that goes into the kitchen, they suddenly do an about face, come out, and walk out the door saying, "This way!"
They heard the voice of God and they didn't like it.
So, let me look. Wait, let me look. We have to do some, like... Okay. So, I think what's going to happen is Aslan Kismet, you two are going to... be on the Beast Bike a Disco.
Not Kismet.
Sorry, D9. Aslan D9. The rest of everyone is going to be in the van that Freestone drove here, and then Les is going to take it over once you guys get to the police office, since it's on the way to the spaceport, which is where Zhao is.
Okay.
All right.
And by the time you get the bike up and running, the Freestone's van is already off and running.
All right.
All right. So,
Freestone, I'm gonna let you kind of guide this. Because if I go in, I'm gonna make a scene immediately.
Freestone's in the other car.
Freestone came with us, remember?
No, Freestone's driving the other van. But you guys are heading, if you look at the map,
yeah.
The police office is on the way to the spaceport.
Mm-hmm.
So, Freestone is going to go to the police office, and then Kismit and Les are going to take the van from there to the spaceport.
Correct. So is Freestone driving the van with all of us in it right now, or have we made it to the police office?
Freestone, you guys are on the road. The orders are Aslan and D-9 on the bike, Freestone, Les, Kismit in the van.
Okay. Understood.
Because, Freestone's turnspits are still in there.
Yeah. Gotta take care of the babies.
Quick question.
Yes.
Does Kismet know that Aslan and Les used to be together?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Very significant 7 months.
Then I need y'all to know that Kismet cannot physically wait for a moment alone with us.
Hey, Aslan.
Kiz has some questions.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a d6? Just one d6.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
When the DM asks you to roll randomly.
I have to get all of my stuff out of the way because I take a disgusting amount of notes. Hold on. Comes on.
All right, you're good.
5. Don't like when you say
Wait,
that.
hold on. Dom, recon.
Yeah? What?
We didn't do my symptoms.
Right, fuck, you need to do birth and symptoms. I knew I was forgetting something. Wait, everyone shut up so I can cut this into the beginning of the episode. That means you. Alright. Who wants to go first? Birth or symptoms?
Let's do birth first.
Alright, let's do birth first. I think you just rolled 2d6 flat?
Yeah. 2d6 without adding a state.
Yeah, so 2d6 flat.
So how do I roll 2d6?
You can just type in the box / roll 2d6.
Alright, that's a 6.
That's a miss. Which means... Hold up.
Which means I ask the question and you answer.
Ooh, what question are you asking?
If it's a miss. Yeah, okay. Hang on, hopefully I've been writing down...
Yeah,
I've been collecting this information, so let's see, where did I put this stuff down? Notes? Yeah, notes.
Origin questions, yeah.
Okay, so far I've asked, do I think I feel? And I said, yes, I believe that I feel.
All right.
So, let's see.
Here's the fun thing.
We already answered, is there anything else out there like me?
Yeah, we kind of did. That one's fine, whatever. But I didn't realize that was one of these questions. What I love is the fact that I have some interesting stuff figured out for Aslan and Kismet. I have no fucking clue what's going on with D9 right now. So, just because this move exists. So there's no way I could do anything because, right? This is a very interesting...
This is closer to a Mad Lib.
A little bit. But it's like, we have our own ideas, but we get to pull it in different directions based on what you roll.
What is my purpose? Please don't tell me it's to just pass the butter.
I was afraid you were going to ask that one. What is your purpose? Let me think about the world that I've set up here.
So I've asked the question, maybe we can switch to maybe Kismet stuff so that you have a second to think, and then we can switch back to me, maybe?
No, because I'm going to have to think on Kismet stuff, too.
The
odds of him...
There's a lot of thoughts.
The odds of Kismet rolling a 6 or under is not great
low
at this point, so...
So I'm probably gonna get another symptom, and I'm probably gonna fucking die.
No, if you get a mixed success, you don't get another symptom.
It just manifests.
Yeah. And I have some interesting stuff for that.
I'm very excited to see what's up with Kismit.
God, I know I'm depressed, but why did I choose the dying?
I am so scared of what Kismet is just generally doing. Just constantly.
What is your purpose?
I'm just really interested in seeing what
D9.
Dom has cooked up. Yes?
Your purpose
Mm-hmm.
is to provide an objective view of humanity.
Okay.
All right, Kismet. Want to roll
Okay.
symptoms?
No. No, do I get a choice?
No.
Either you roll or Dominic rolls for you.
Oh, absolutely not.
Wait, that's the same roll.
No, but like when I do it, at least I can blame myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like there's a psychological difference. It's the same result, but there's a psychological
different feeling
aspect to it.
Because, like, if I do it, it's just like, oh, I chose this for myself, didn't I? But if you do it, I'm gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker is so excited, isn't he? So it's 2d6 plus 1, yeah?
+2, you have 2 symptoms.
Wait, so you... Oh, wait.
It climbs every time.
Yep,
Yeah,
the odds
but-
of you getting a 10 plus increase every time you get a 10 plus until you die.
Wait, so do you want...
Oh my god, that's a perfect roll.
Oh, no.
No, it's not! No, it's
14.
not!
So, wait, hang on. I don't think just for clarification, you want to roll low here.
Yes.
Okay, and so Sterling did the exact opposite in rolling the max that you could possibly roll, being 14.
For the viewers out there, in roll 20, it shows the big roll as a green, like it's a good thing. So I have 6 plus 6 plus 2.
Here it's like a sick green kind of thing. It's not a good green, it's a sick green, kind of like zombie
All right,
infection.
Kismet, I need you to pick a new symptom.
I'm in hate with you.
You're the one that rolled it, so...
To be fair, you're doing a really good job of dying.
I'm going to kill you.
There's no dallying here. It's all...
I hope I don't see you fuckers on Saturday, because
Oh!
I will simply... Oh, god damn it. Okay, You know what?
I like that you're talking through your hand.
I'm glad that you can emotionally see that I'm... Okay. You have a mental projection only you can see with its own agenda.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. I'm throwing that to you, Dominic. Have fun, fucko.
You're gonna have your own little Genevieve.
I'm going to... Hey, who wants to bet that I fucking die next round? What? How many more symptoms do I need, huh? 2?
2 more.
Okay, so for the listeners at home, we have had 2 sessions in which I've had to roll symptoms, and both times I have gotten a symptom. So...
To be clear, by session it means like arc of game, not like every time we start recording.
Yes.
So, you are at least getting through this and the next one, but there's no guarantee past that.
Yeah.
So... Oh my god. Well, hey, hey Dominic, you remember what we were talking about yesterday? This is gonna fucking help, isn't it?
So... It might, well... Let's see. On a 10 plus, and choose another symptom to manifest. So, your symptoms right now are you're metamorphosizing, your dermis is changing, and you have this projection. What do I want?
I need y'all to know that this is me right now.
No.
Sterling has simply shared a picture of sad potato cat.
Yeah.
Kismet.
There's a little blanket that says "Love him."
How the car you're working in works is there is 2 front seats, 3 back seats, and then there's like a storage thing in the back that's big that has a turnspits, and you could theoretically throw a criminal in. So you're not back there with the turnspits. You're just like in the back seat by yourself.
I'm in the criminal spot.
You're not. The criminal spot would be in the back with the turnspits. You're in the medium.
Okay.
And you are you sitting behind the driver or I guess there's no driver. Well, there could be. Anyway, you're sitting behind Freestone, who's in the driver's seat,
yeah.
or less.
Kiz is in the middle seat. I know that about him.
Okay. All right.
Kiz is the middle seat baby.
You look to the right. You're just kind of going through this tunnel, and you're just kind of looking around as you do sometimes when you are not doing much, just kind of waiting. And there is another you that's sitting in the seat right next to you.
Oh my god.
And it stares at you.
I should have never reminded you.
And it smiles.
Oh.
And then it fades away. Anyway.
Was there any sort of outward reaction you wanted to give there, Kiz? Or are you just gonna internalize that and move on?
I would say that Kiz, just kind of fucking sees that and it's just like, how much did I sleep last night?
Yeah, no, there is something uncanny about this. This is not... you might be thinking that, but you know that that's not anything. You've never experienced anything like this before.
No, yeah, Kiz is definitely trying to just internalize that and move on. Kiz is trying to write that off immediately.
All right, yeah, so... let's see, Aslan D9... the 2 of you, and then Freestone gets out with with their turnspits, and you guys are right in front of the police office while Les and Kismet continue driving in the van to.
Aslan waves at the van as it goes.
If a van could wave, it would be waving back.
Les could stick
I
his
think they
fucking
were
hand out and
waving
wave
to
back
Les.
me.
Kismet waves at least.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, since it's just Les and Kiz, can Kiz be in the front seat now?
Yeah, well, Kiz can be in the front seat.
I get to have a shotgun.
Shotgun.
Normally you're too small, but
All right, so
this time.
the 3 of you are in front of the police office.
All right. Now, Freestone, I'm going to let you guide this a little bit and run us around. Because if I go in on my own, I'm going to start trouble. Because I am not pleased.
They smirk at you, and then they just walk in.
Following.
So walking in is Freestone in front, Aslan and D9 are right behind them, and behind the 2 of you is the three turnspits walking shoulder to shoulder. So you guys make a little pyramid.
Cute. Adorable.
And you go up to the secretary. What
time do we get here?
Oh, okay. So I said it was 2. So it's probably no later than 2:15 at this point.
Okay.
Should be
Well, wait, no, 2:30. Yeah, the subway's faster than just driving. You guys could have gotten here almost instantly had you taken the other method. But
yeah, but you were a baby about that.
No, it was your choice. He was just warning you.
You were the baby because you didn't want to do it. I told you what the consequences would be. Yeah, so Freestone goes up, says a couple words to the secretary, and the secretary just kind of frowns we're not supposed to let these people in, but Fine.
These people. Les is immediately offended. They don't even know what has been said, but Les does not like this.
Les?
Not Les, Aslan, sorry. I don't know why you keep trying to speak for Les. He's not here.
He's not here. Yeah, and
Nor is he my character.
The two of you are led into the back of the station where, past the secretary. The Turnspits go into a storage locker that has Freestone's name written above them. And Freestone takes you to the holding cell where Ruth is currently sitting. Ruth has already changed into, bland prison garb. And she's just sitting straight up, happy as can be, in this cell.
Hey, Ruth, how you doing? And he kind of goes up to the cell and is, very nervous.
Oh, it could be worse. I don't know. I don't know that I know why I'm here, but I have my suspicions.
They haven't even told you?
Oh, I mean, murder for a man, for a man, yes.
They say you killed Asclepius. Asclepius? And Canada.
It's a hell of a name, is it not? Asclepius incarnata.
You named him after the god of medicine, which is Funky Donkey.
Did I?
Yeah, Asclepius. He's the Greek god of medicine. Apollo is the god of medicine, but he's god of doctors specifically.
Interesting.
So that's why you'll see a single snake catechus for doctor symbols. I
will let you know that is not where the name came from, but interesting. Yeah. So she goes, yeah, they said I killed Asclepius, which could not get farther from the truth. But I would say something you probably pick up on, I think D9 especially picks up on, is the fact that Ruth is a very polite person.
Mm-hmm.
And she, whenever she's talking about someone, especially someone she respects, she would always she would have referred to Asclepius as Mr. Incarnata,
mm-hmm.
but she very specifically drops his first name.
Hey, Ruth. How honest can you be right now? And he's giving her a look. And at this point, I think I technically want to probe.
I think before you probe, I'll give you her answer to that, which is,
okay.
She leans forward on her knees and goes, I can be as honest as you want, Aslan. Just know, the more honest I am, the more out of context this could be taken. I think Freestone has taken a step away, and they are just kind of watching you, making sure you don't try anything, as you talk to...
Hey, Freebie. Do me a favor?
If you call me that again, I will take you out of this office right now.
Fair. Hey, Freestone. Do me a favor?
Depends.
I would love it, personally, if I could get as much written information about the case as possible. Do you know if maybe you could get that for me, or what I need to do?
I think Freestone narrows their eyes. They could get more information, but it could get them in trouble. So if you want them to do this, you're going to need to roll sway.
Yeah, sway. Hold on, I'm getting to that point. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I'll roll sway, and then I will do...
How are you feeling? Yeah.
Shit, now I need the fucking wheel. Okay.
I thought you said you had the wheel up.
I did have the wheel up, but then I moved over to look at Sway.
Shh. I just have 2 tabs with the moves and the wheel.
Oh shit, you're so smart.
I try.
Duplicate. There we go. I'm gonna go with hopeful and powerful. Because he's really kind of hoping that this fucking works.
Alright.
Plus, it'll also get me down on scared one, so bonk.
Bonk.
Bonk. Alright, roll me a powerful.
11.
Nice.
I got an
All right.
11.
I don't think you guys have always gotten a 10 plus on a Sway.
We're very convincing.
Let's see, what does Freestone want?
I like and also hate the fact that you can get people to do what you want, but at a cost.
Yeah.
It's really cool that you can't do it for free,
Yeah.
but at the same time...
It's really annoying.
Like, in a game sense, I love this, but in a... wanting things to work my way, though inherently understanding that they will not, fucking sucks.
It does take some, like, refinagling mentally to be like, alright, I can't just, like, power player my way through this. Like, I do have to...
I mean, you
buckle.
can, but that's an ultimatum.
That's just ultimatums everywhere. And that will
Because
get
you can ultimatum into a social situation. It's just, at that point.
I'm not gonna fuck with Freestone like that. We're they-them buddies.
Okay. This is giving me huge vibes that Aslan thinks that they're more friends than they actually are.
Aslan has that vibe with many people.
Also, question. Freestone is they, them, right?
Yes.
Aslan is he, they.
Yes. But it's the they part that
Okay.
Aslan is looking to bond over.
I just wanted to confirm that it wasn't just Madison talking to Freestone, because
Yes,
Madison
fair.
is they, them.
Yes, it's my they-them.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
tempted about a couple of things, but I don't think I won't pick that one because that makes it easier for D9. So,
We can't have that, can we?
I was like,
You can
I was
never
like,
have that.
I was like, maybe Freestone would ask Aslan to keep this entire thing legal, but no, that would make it so easy for D9.
Yep.
So, I think I'm just going to go with the simplest option here because I don't know that Freestone wants much else. You are going to owe Freestone an obligation for this.
Okay.
Gosh darn you and your careful consideration.
Hate that for us.
Are you accepting that?
I am accepting.
All right. Freestone walks off. All right. Do you have any questions for Ruth here before we switch scenes? You're looking stoic as ever, D9.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Aslan.
Have you communicated this desire to Aslan, or are you just ready to tackle Aslan at any time?
No, here's the thing. You know when you tell a person not to do something and they're more inclined to do it?
And how Aslan is Aslan.
Yeah. I feel like if I communicate what my actual goal is, then it's going to just make my job harder. So I'm just going to try and keep Aslan from murdering anyone, but not tell them why. But also just the general...
You shouldn't have to explain
I
that.
shouldn't also have to explain it either. You know, if Aslan has to ask, like, why not? I'm just gonna be like, seriously?
Take a moment.
Really?
Think as to why murdering a person could be considered a bad thing.
Okay,
Just use one brain cell once, please.
So Aslan is back at the bars, and he says, okay, rapid fire. What do you have that says that you didn't kill this dude? I feel like that should be pretty basic knowledge for people, right? Your story against why you didn't do it?
I was working at the Rhythm and Rhyme.
Okay, do you know him?
Intimately.
Oh.
How long?
Longer than you've been alive. Do you remember the other week when you asked me about if there was someone I ever loved?
No, Ruth. Ruth, no.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Ruth, no.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Alright. Do you mind if I ask how or why you two separated? Just so I know why they might think you would have motive. Was it like mutual, like you guys were good about it, or was it
It was
not
very
good?
it was very mutual, actually. I wanted to settle down, and he wanted to found the creed of mortal kind. Didn't quite line up.
Do you guys like talk often? I mean, not anymore, but like
No, we haven't talked in years. Many, many years.
Ruth, you didn't do it, right? Like just because I trust you to be honest.
She looks you straight in the eyes and shakes her head.
Don't like that you're not giving me verbal confirmation here, but I will move on. D9, you got anything off your head?
Does the Rhythm and Rhyme have security cameras? Would they verify
No,
your
it
placement?
I don't think so.
Is there any way to verify your placement at the time of the murder?
I mean, we have, like, Kismit and you and Aslan to vouch. But
Yeah, but we're not credible sources.
I don't know
here.
if you could find...
We're
if you could
biased.
find
Incredible.
We're biased.
if you could find... I don't know. I think the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is if someone in particular who was known to be a trustworthy source had come to the Rhythm and Rhyme that day.
Can you
But that's-
think of anyone?
A lot of people come in.
Any
Like, not
regulars?
particular. Oh yeah, some regulars. But I feel like regulars would be the most suspicious type of person.
We'll look at the account cards that came in, because you got that little reward system, don't you? It counts on, and we'll just look at who came in that day, see if anyone good popped by.
Like, Kismet has access to the business records. If only because the tips that Kismet gets are technically have to be taxed as well.
Yeah.
And I think Ruth just kind of leans back and rests her head against the wall and just kind of sighs as Freestone comes back with a few papers. And let's hop over to Kismet.
All right.
Hi. Yeah, you guys are on your. Was there anything you wanted to say before you got to the spaceport, or?
Les, I have some burning questions.
Okay.
So, you and Aslan were together for a time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you comfortable talking about this, just for one?
I mean, generally not really, but like I could answer a couple questions for you, Kismet, if you wanted.
God, please tell me you saw baby pictures. I need to know.
Of Aslan?
Yes.
Aslan.
Just anything.
I don't. Why?
Aslan has been around my godmother, and essentially my mother, Sorry, my gender just went like police sirens because I said mother. Ruth has shown Aslan essentially every picture she could ever find on me, and I
see. Well, I have some bad news for you, Kismet.
No.
Aslan is a fugitive on his home world. So he didn't get to grab the baby pictures before he left.
But I was hoping.
I hate to disappoint you, but, sometimes reality is a bitch.
I was so worried for what this conversation was gonna be.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll find something someday.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to go back to Moray, I think.
And I'm willing to.
We're going to the spaceport right now. Maybe you could just take a trip over there.
I'd probably have to run that by Ruth, and as far as I know, she's not doing too hot, so maybe I'll hold off on that one.
Tickets aren't cheap, but,
Oh, yeah, I also... No, I have Mad Dollar.
We're just gonna peace out for this adventure to just go to Moray to look for baby pictures?
No. Not yet.
So yeah, I think the van pulls into a parking lot. The spaceport is fucking huge.
I would imagine.
Goodness. How do you describe a spaceport other than a glorified airport?
Fucking big?
Fucking big. I think, there's constantly, the sounds here are awful. If the airport was loud, a spaceport, well, admittedly, they do have a lot of planes that are, essentially jets that can leave atmosphere. But there are some more what we would consider traditional rockets that carry heavy cargo.
Mm-hmm.
And those are loud, even with all the noise dampening that they try to do. So it's just like every once in a while, everyone just has to stop talking as a rocket lifts off. But then everyone just kind of goes back to whatever they're doing. But yeah, as you get there, Les just kind of like dryly goes, and welcome to the only spaceport on Miris.
Well, all right.
Zhao should be here somewhere. He usually is. But it's pretty big. I suppose you don't have his phone number or something, do you?
No, it's the first time I've ever heard of him, which is a little worrying, in all honesty, because I know that Ruth knows nearly everything about me and that I don't even know her actual age, but I felt like she might be willing to mention someone like this. And while I'm not hurt, I am worried.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Ruth, but she does come off as the lady to have a lot of secrets.
Good for her.
Anyway, we gotta get on this hunt. How do you find Zhao? Because this place, you could look around in here for a week or something and still not see everybody.
How do we know that Zhao is usually here?
I think this is just something. I think Les has run into him here before, and Les knows that Zhao does a lot of business at the spaceport.
So then we could probably ask an employee or someone who is also there often. Be like, hey, where's Zhao around?
You have to be careful with that one.
Zhao is a criminal.
Zhao is a criminal, so you have to be careful.
I am trotting around with a police officer, aren't I?
Les is less of a police officer than Freestone, but is still working for the police station. Like I said, Les has worked with Zhao before. But on a very surface level. Unlike Aslan, who was escorted off of a planet by Zhao once. And D9, I suppose. So.
I'm assuming that if we name drop Zhao, we could get in some trouble. But if we name drop Ruth along with it, that won't really do anything because it'll know Zhao and not Ruth.
Yeah. You could roll like an analyze or try to sway somebody or
You could link.
link.
You
They're
introduce
not
somebody.
they're not new.
Oh no, I mean like you create a person who would know.
That is also true, though I don't know if Kismit is the kind of person to know another influencer who would be here.
Definitely not. Hell. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw in a hot analyze, I guess.
All right, how are you feeling? How are you analyzing, and how are you feeling?
Let me go about the wheel real quick. Wheel.
The wheel of emotions.
Woo!
Spin and hope you're lucky. What emotion are you feeling today?
I keep getting depressed.
Oh
Yeah, sorry. We due to ratings, we actually had to wait the wheel. Sorry.
I don't want to go with hopeful because that's what Aslan did. I can be hopeful, yeah. I don't want to be
emotions.
boring, you know?
No, you're not
You're
boring.
not
You're
boring,
hopeful.
you're hopeful.
I made the joke first.
I hate having two halves of the same god in the same call. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kiz is feeling very hopeful, and that they'll find this person.
All right. How are you doing this, by the way?
Oh god,
Are you
that's
like-
a good question.
Are you like just? This isn't sway, but are you like trying to ask people to, like who you're passing by? Are you like? I don't know. Have you and Les split up to look for him? Like, what's going on here?
Talking loudly about how you need something smuggled into the area, but don't know who to ask.
And that you have a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I have 7
You
cred.
get robbed. You just get
damn.
robbed.
Does anyone want to take that off me?
Well, you can't really rob cred, seeing as it is a digital currency, but
That sounds like a challenge. You know?
you could hack it, but that's different.
Okay. I feel like Les and I have split up. Just to cover more ground, and because we're not in a dangerous situation, I feel like Les won't get in trouble with Aslan for leaving me alone for 2 fucking seconds.
We will see.
We
this
will
play
see.
is.
And also, with Analyze, will I be able to ask where he is? Because...
Yeah, you can. It's just the emphasis isn't on like a specific person. It's more on the objective information and like getting little pieces of it by asking like, you know, do you know someone who could like maybe get this slightly less than legal thing in, or like, you know, these other sway is more like finding one person who you're pretty sure would know something and like going like, hey buddy, you want some money? Tell me some stuff.
Right.
While analyze is a bit more broad than that.
All right. So that's 2d6 plus 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plus 1. Shit, I'm trying to get back to my character. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Wait, no.
You sound so
That does
disappointed.
work.
I was really hoping that you would fail that one in particular.
Dominic. I got a
Sorry,
14. I got a 14 on my symptoms. Are you not entertained?
I am, but like the possibilities though. Anyway.
Shut up, give me Zhao.
Okay, you have 3 questions. I think, yeah.
Where is and Zhao?
How is Zhao vulnerable to me?
Where is my Zhao's true position? Oh, no, that's what?
What, if anything, appears out of Zhao?
Just getting straight to the chase here.
How is
Tell
this
me where
getting?
Zhao is.
How is this going to get? How is this going to get Zhao before it gets better?
Okay, yes. So I'd say what if anything appears out of place? In a weird way, Zhao doesn't appear out of place at all, but
Enemy's
in a
true
very
position.
true. He's not your enemy, but he is. You do manage to locate him. Is it you or Les that finds him first?
I would say it was probably less because Kiz probably hasn't seen him ever.
True.
And Les, although surface dealings, has at least seen this guy.
That's fair. So yeah, Les messages you that he has found Zhao. And Zhao is he, him, right, Aslan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other questions or?
I mean, does Les send the location as well? Like,
Yes.
all right,
Just
then
says found him and nothing else.
then Kiz just beelines, just goes.
That's fair. I understand you're going there, but just keep in mind that you have 2 more questions for this situation on that. So, even if you might not have an idea as to, like, it doesn't feel like those questions could be applicable, there's no harm in asking them, just because you don't know all the information. I do.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
fair.
you'll get a really, really fun answer or something that helps you later.
So I did. Technically, the question that fit closest for Zhao was, what, if anything, appears out of place, right?
Yes.
So then I guess I'll go ahead and throw it out there. Is this gonna get better before it gets worse? Or get worse before it gets better?
It is very likely. Not guaranteed, but very likely. There is a uneasy sense in the air.
Where's my best way out, way in, or way past?
So this is a very crowded airport, or spaceport. Which, again, I should emphasize, there's no airplanes here. It's all just space vehicles.
Right.
But, in that sense, it's very easy to get lost. But as you're on your way to Zhao, you notice that there is you notice that there's an exit that appears a bit neglected just because of its subtlety.
Wonderful.
And if you needed to run away, you think you could get pretty far with that. But Les is already, I don't think Les has approached him, but he's kind of standing in the crowd, just kind of giving him some space as Zhao is like sitting on a bench quietly talking to somebody. And as you get there, that other person stands up and leaves, and Zhao's just sitting on the bench by himself.
All right. I'm gonna say that Kiz just straight up approaches him.
All right.
Under the impression that Les has pointed out who it is.
I think Les gave you a picture
Lovely.
when you started looking. So yeah, you recognize him.
Okay.
What does Zhao look like? Did you ever describe him? I don't remember.
I don't believe I ever set a solid description for Zhao, other than the fact that he's generally gruff and kind of unpleasant.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Yeah,
Helpful.
I think he's
of course helpful because he helped me out, but
kind of a shorter man with you could tell like he hasn't shaved his 5 o'clock shadow, and which is interesting because he could easily hide that, but he hasn't. It's like kind of he's trying to make it clear that who he is in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just sitting on a bench. He's got like a fedora on and like a plaid jacket and some blue jeans. Yeah, he's just sitting on this bench, and you just go up to him.
Yeah. Just straight up.
Go ahead.
You first.
He looks up to you and goes, what do you want?
Good afternoon. My name is Kismit Ventry, and I was told that you might have a relation to Ruth Verselet, by any chance.
He narrows his eyes. What do you know about Ruth?
She's essentially my mother.
I think Les approaches at this point. And Joust breaks into a smile and goes, "Oh, Les, I thought I saw you around here somewhere, but I couldn't have been certain." And Les goes, "Oh, yes. I was just waiting for my good friend Kismit here. I guess your voice is essentially mine, but a bit higher pitched. It's what I've decided. But we're here now. Oh, yes, very good. What can I do for you guys? I assume you came here for something, right? You're not here to arrest me, are you, Les? No. We just have a question from. I need to stop talking to myself. Kismet, would you please hop in?
I would interrupt, but y'all seem to be just going for it.
Kismet, can you please enlighten Zhao as to why we're here?
Ruth's been arrested, and she told me to contact you.
What, to, like, break her out of jail?
I don't know, maybe. She told me to get into the, Cannae Ball? Cannae Ball?
Cannonet. Oh, you want to get into the Cannonet? Interesting.
Mostly because Ruth told me to. I've never heard of this in my life, probably.
Now, why would Ruth want to get you into the Cannonet? Oh, this is an interesting. He kind of just like, he claps his hands together and like, and puts them on his face like he's like thinking like, oh, what's the motivation here? And he goes, I mean, yeah, I could get you into the Cannonet. What are we talking? How many people? What are we doing here?
Hold on, let me think. Freestone, Les, Aslan, D9, Kiz. 5 people?
I think Les kind of looks at you and goes, I think it might be better if I stayed on the outside just to make sure shit doesn't, hit the fan while y'all are in there.
Hey, you don't need to explain it to me. 4 people. Oh wait, does Freestone want to come?
I think so. Then 4
people.
That'd be a good idea.
Wait.
4 people.
Freestone's like your bodyguard, aren't they, Aslan? Not Aslan. God, Les.
Right? See? It's hard.
Shut up.
I mean, technically, according to the police office, but like we're partners in crime fighting.
So do you think they're gonna want to be with you or with us?
They'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Freestone, and they can't turn off a lead like this.
So then, 4 people.
4 people's a bit easier. No, that's. Hold up.
3 people? I don't know. 4? Definitely. I can sneak 4 people in, not 3.
Not 3. 5's a bit iffy. 4 is pretty.
4's the Goldilocks.
That's gonna cost you. He starts counting on his fingers. 5 crits.
Okay.
His face lights up. All right, sounds like a deal. Reaches up a hand for a shake.
You gotta learn to haggle.
I'm gonna think that Kiz is kind of desperate here, so isn't even gonna think about haggling. And just shakes his hand.
All right. He says, can I rendezvous with you at your cafe?
Please.
All right. Meet me there in 2 hours.
Understood.
And he stands up and walks off.
Well, I feel like that went relatively well, yeah?
I guess. I feel like you got kind of robbed there, but...
I have plenty.
If you say so. And cut back. You guys have Ruth. Ruth seems seems to have kind of disengaged from the conversation as much as she can while sitting in this cell. But you do have these papers.
Okay. I want to clarify something really quick.
Yes.
Because I would like to invest in doing True Name, but I need a quick walkthrough on how to do it. I know I need a component from Ruth if I want to have her be the subject of my True Name.
Yes.
I know I need a component from Ruth, and then speak their true name. Is that something I get in-game, or is that just kind of like a thing?
I mean, kind of depends on how we want to do it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, we never really defined what a true name was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really depends on what it is. If it's like, the thing is that you can only use it once. So it's not like their permanent true name if you want to be able to get components on someone again. Yeah. Either that or you can only gain components on somebody one time. So I'm not entirely sure. This guy just kind of depends on how we define it. Yeah. What is a true name?
A true name... I don't think it's like a verbal thing. I don't think it's something that you actually say. I think it's just kind of like their base human, you know? Like it's if I had to think about D9, for example, D9's base, like, core creature values and personality is peaceful, is curious, is protective, is helpful. You know, and all of that makes up her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just sort of sitting back and thinking about someone's, like, true, like, who they are truly as a person, or not a person, depending, and using that component of something intimate that you know about them.
Okay.
Does that track?
So that does. Are you just trying to get a component from these papers?
I wanted a component from Ruth, so that. Well,
yeah, you don't need to get it from them specifically. You just need to learn about important events in their life.
Okay. Does learning about Asclepius count?
I guess let me just tell you what's on these papers first.
Yeah, let's invest in that.
So let me see. Asclepius first.
Asclepius, sorry.
I had to write out the pronunciation here, so let me...
So you are going to commit to it.
Asclepius.
Asclepius.
P.
Ha! Let's see. So, these papers are confidential, right? Mm-hmm. As you open it, you notice that it does have the confidential stamp on it. And they detail some of the evidence brought forth towards Ruth as provided by the Creed of Mortal Kind. Mm-hmm. The first thing that catches your eye, Aslan, is that it lists Ruth as a former secret agent of the Old Earth Republic. Specifically, an assassin.
Oh, shit.
Birds of a feather.
And her call sign was the fact that she would always leave the head and take the body.
Oh my god.
I do like those dramatics.
But when the Old Earth Republic fell, it is unclear if she had any involvement in that. But she did help establish the city and settled into a quiet life. And then there's just some like more boring details that you guys already know, like how she adopted Kismit and then settled into the rhythm and rhyme.
What does this say her birthday is?
They don't have one.
And I know that it was wrong, but I was hoping.
They don't have a birthday for her. They don't have any details before her becoming a secret agent for the old republic that crumbled.
I like to imagine that the birthday is actually there, but there's like some kind of spill covering it up.
I don't think
Stone's just like, yeah, sorry, I had to stop by the coffee cart.
Even the Creed of Mortal Kind doesn't have any details of her life before she became a secret agent. But it's fairly brief. They don't have like whole activity logs or anything of her while she was working for the Old Earth Republic. But it does list a good number of those few things, and I think all that combined is enough to give you a component on her.
Okay. And then just to check, is the matching MO the only sort of proof that they have?
MO?
Modus operandi. That is the method in which a murderer functions. So serial killers will have MOs.
I mean,
Ruth's MO was the head thing.
It's the MO, it's the fact that she was an assassin before, so the fact that there's no sign of, break-in entry or anything is pretty standard for her. And the fact that she has a history with this man is all what they're pointing to. And even though that all that together isn't really enough to convict somebody, they then cashed in a very important obligation on one of the representatives for the city, or maybe even it was the police chief, and the police chief locked Ruth up.
So, at the beginning of this session, I was just like, these motherfuckers have the wrong person and are just being bitches. And now, I still do feel like they have the wrong person, but I'm kind of understanding now.
Aslan's going to turn to Ruth and say, Ruth, can you think of anyone else, anyone specific, who might want to fuck you over and get this man killed? Can you give me any sort of lead?
I could theorize, but I don't think... Not specifically. I only have guesses, nothing really that makes a lot of sense right now.
Then, D, I think it might be helpful if we try to talk to folk in the Creed and see more about the internal politics, because it takes a lot to get a close-knit group of folk to turn on their leader like that. Blaming someone who's out of the loop isn't anything new, but they usually do that to protect someone inside. Hey, Dom, how secretive are the Creed of Mortal Kind?
It's...
Like, just generally.
It's interesting because they're a very public group.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, there's a game to be played around obligations of secrets and undermining. Mm-hmm. And no one is better at that than the people who understand obligations the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, they have a lot. They say a lot constantly. People are like, "Would the Creed please just shut up?"
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they know what should be said publicly and privately.
Mm-hmm. Lots of good personality management.
Yeah.
Just right now, as we sit here, I'm leaning toward whoever the successor is. Very simple, vying for power, but we don't know enough about what they're up to. So...
Isn't the ball where they're going to be named or assigned?
Yeah, that's where it's going to be.
Then that sounds like a lead right there.
Hey, Ruth, do you know when your court date is?
They have yet to mention it to me.
Freestone, do you know?
The Freestone just kind of it's like, no, they just locked her up in here. They haven't set anything official yet. I don't know that they've even officially stated that she's been arrested yet.
Oh, I am absolutely going to do that.
Well, okay. You're not the police office's HR, but
No, but like, I don't know. I think that the people in Novus might like to know that random arrests are being made under the sort of scope of obligation instead of actual laws and evidence.
Ruth, Freestone reaches out a hand to grab the document back. I was just borrowing these. If they learned that I made a copy, they could get me canned for that.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't gotta... I appreciate your help, Freestone, really. Thank you.
They nod, and they leave to take the documents back.
Oh, I would like to analyze Ruth, and just kind of sit there and just take in her.
How and to what end?
So my main thing is I'm hoping to roll well enough at least to get who here is keeping secrets from me.
Right, you have extra questions.
I do have extra questions.
All right, but so you're just kind of like trying to watch her and like...
I just sort of lean back and I look at her because we've known each other for 2 years. I've let her come into the building. We've seen each other a lot. I'm just kind of sitting back and looking at her to see if there's anything different that I should notice about her, any sort of tenseness in her shoulders, or any sort of pointed look that she's given me.
Okay. All right, how you feeling?
Damn it, there really is no curious thing.
Peaceful is the most curious we get.
Yeah, I'll go thoughtful, peaceful.
What's your peaceful score?
My peaceful is 0.
Oh, all right.
Marking it. But that also means that 1 mad goes away.
Yes.
Look at me paying attention.
Look at you paying attention!
I got a 11.
11. God damn it. Would you guys please fail? Okay.
No.
Later.
3 questions.
Later.
Remember.
When the iconoclasts come.
Remember, we start off with the high rolls, and then as we get through the session and the rolls become more critical, then they start to take a nosedive.
There's been some critical rolls in here already. Anyway.
There sure has.
Well, yeah, but like later in the session when there's like more critical rolls.
Kismit's just bitter, and I think very rightfully so.
No, it's not Kismet. It's me. It's Sterling.
Sterling.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my little...
Kismet doesn't even know he's dying yet.
Okay, so I would like to ask, number 1, who here is keeping secrets from me?
Let's see. So currently in the room, in this little, this little room where they have, Ruth in these bars, there is just Ruth, you, D9, and Freestone. Well, Freestone just left.
Freestone just left, so it's really just,
Hey, D9. Would you consider your motivation against
damn it! I thought that you were going to bring that up. I knew it.
I forgot about that.
Knew it.
All right, that gives me all the information I need to know. D9's keeping at least a secret from you. But it does not seem as though Ruth is.
We've reached 90% on power.
Yeah, we're good. Well, we'll just power through this scene real quick.
We'll power through.
D9 is keeping something from you.
I hate that because that doesn't mean that Ruth is not keeping a secret, but it also doesn't mean that she is. It just means that D9 is definitely keeping a secret. So not incredibly helpful, but now Aslan is suspicious of D9. So we've got that going for us. Then I want... What, if anything, appears out of place?
Hmm.
In my head, I was kind of jokingly thinking of like Dominic's gonna like, oh yeah, D9's keeping a secret. I didn't expect it's like, and then you explicitly called out. I was like, in this room, like you, D9's like, oh wait,
that's
he's listing me by name.
Yeah, yeah. I've been researching how to do GM stuff good, and what they often do is consider everything in the room. So, as soon as I said D9, I'm like, wait a second.
Good studying, Dom.
Thank you. Let's see here. No, I don't think anything's out of place in this room. I mean, it looks weird that Ruth's in, like, a prison garb, but, like, apart from that.
Tempted to go, and Destiny, you can help me out thinking of it. I'm tempted to go with which enemy is the biggest threat, but I'm not sure if we know enough about enemies here. You know, we have this vague murderer who we don't know who it is. And then we have the creed of mortality? Mankind.
Mortal kind.
Mortal kind. But those are like two in the same, and I'm not too sure. Can you see anything else in Analyze that might be more beneficial?
Well, the thing is that, like, we're still at, like, are we still with Ruth at the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there aren't really enemies here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
would...
What are we doing? Analyze?
Analyze, yeah.
Analyze, there it is.
And none of your extra questions seem appropriate?
I can only get one.
Are you sure?
You may ask one of these questions in addition to the others.
I think that's just generally, like, you may ask when you can... I'm pretty sure that just means that... I just interpreted that as these are extra questions you can ask, not you can only use one of them.
Okay. Then in that case, I will go with... Well, now I'm tossed up between who is most afraid and how close are the iconoclasts. Who here is most afraid?
Not D9. D9 hasn't unlocked Scared yet. But I don't know that D9 would be afraid, but definitely not D9 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Me or Ruth? Who's more scared?
You or Ruth. You're a scared person in general.
Mm-hmm.
No. Honestly, I think Ruth is terrified. Like, Ruth has a very calm exterior, but Ruth is very afraid
But
right
she's
now.
very, very scared. Okay. And Aslan's gonna just sort of...
I think especially because you just read those confidential files, like, right in front of her.
Mm.
Which is like, she knows that those probably have something in her past in them.
Mm-hmm. Does Ruth know about, like, my past specifically?
How much did you tell her?
I feel like she's seen the iconoclasts. And that when I started the whole detective thing, she knew that I wasn't a detective in the beginning. Because my cover was, I saw somewhat like the end product of a hit, and then said, yeah, this is clearly not, a standard murder. Not because I'm a hitman and I'm not used to these sort of processes, but because I'm a detective. And I feel like she just sort of very much knew that I was not a detective.
Yeah. So you've kept a lot of, like, what happened on Moray to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my other question. How much have you told Kismit?
Jack.
Okay.
I don't mention it a whole lot. I think to people, like, Les knows, D9 knows, because Aslan couldn't shut up about it on the ride over.
Yeah, fair enough.
But past that, once he got here and realized, like, oh shit, no, this is, like, very, very serious, it became a lot more.
Interesting.
Okay,
All right.
But, yeah, so he'll just kind of look at the bars and look at her one more time and say, don't worry, we'll get this out, and just kind of, like, give, like, a knowing look of, like, I understand what you're into. I understand where you're from. I don't know how much she gets of it, but
She
it's kind of
nods.
that intention. Yeah, just a solid, like, nod between us, and then we leave. Well, I leave. I don't know what D9 does.
Ruth doesn't leave.
I'm keeping a close eye on you, so if you're leaving, I'm leaving.
True. Do you do anything about the fact that you know D9's keeping a secret from you?
I'm going to talk to D9 about it. Probably, like, as we're about to get on the bike, I'm going to open up the conversation.
Also, are you leaving Freestone here?
Freestone already left, didn't she? Or didn't they?
Freestone went to put the documents back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I will, like... We will be outside the doors, kind of waiting for Freestone. to touch base before we leave, but I would like to have a conversation.
All right. Cut back. Kismet less.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So do you just leave the spaceport after that, Kismet?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just kind of getting ready at the Rhythm and Rhyme, I'd say.
Do we need fancy clothes?
Kismet, I need you to tell me how you dodge being grabbed from behind.
Wonderful. Kismet's small, nimble. I'd say just like, here's something and fucking ducks.
Alright, roll risk. How are you feeling?
Les is also there, I think.
Les is there, but has not noticed yet.
Wait, are they, like, still in public, or, like, at the...
No, they are there in public.
Before hearing something, I'd say that Kiz was feeling confident. But... maybe, like, aware, under joyful. I don't feel like Kismet's very afraid about going to the ball and what's happening with Ruth, and...
But, like, as soon as someone tries to get you, you're like, alright, let's fucking do this.
Kind of. I'm thinking just kind of going for it.
Alright. What is your joyful score? And
I'm pretty sure it's 0. Like, I'm not trying to game the system and try to win. I am
Yeah,
genuinely...
no, that's cool.
I am genuinely just, like, looking at emotions and being like, huh.
At least it's not a negative number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your negative one, by the way?
Mad.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, we want a joyful in there?
Yeah, we want a joyful up in here. 8. That's a mixed success. Oh, well, it would be a 9, because that's right, you're analyzed earlier, but that's still just a mixed success. Cost, complication, or choice. Now, this one's interesting. I knew what I would have done if you had rolled a miss.
I hate you.
You dip out of the way, but Les gets grabbed, and someone is starting to drag Les away.
He's fucking big, what do you mean?
You have yet to turn around. But as you do, I assume, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was just making sure you weren't just making a book for it. Yeah, as you turn around, you see that someone who looks just like Les has grabbed Les, and someone who looks just like you was just tried to grab you.
Is Les, like, kind of kicking and making a
Oh yeah,
fuss, or is he-
absolutely. Les is trying to get free, but his duplicate is restraining him.
Les was always way too ripped for his own good.
I feel like upon seeing, like, another, like, I don't think that this is the same, like, almost hallucination as earlier.
No,
I think that this is literally a physical thing. I think Kiz is scared out of his mind right now, and...
Help him?
No, I'm thinking of how. I'm thinking of how to help him.
Okay, cool. I was really scared you were gonna book it.
What do you fucking mean? No, I'm literally, like, my first instinct, Sterling's first instinct is like, I think I'm about to resolve this harm thing right now.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, Sterling is feral.
But let me look into how I can do this in character. Because
You
if it
have
would,
that nerve crippler. You have.
I do. But I also have the gift. Like,
You also have the gift. Yeah.
so I'm gonna see, like, what all can I do with that? Like, if I had gotten caught, I would have just used the gift to get out.
Yeah. I was
But-
figuring.
I
I
need
think it
to...
just lets you, I'm pretty sure it just lets you Danny Phantom.
Yeah, pretty much. But, like, What can I do with that to help Les?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I literally just Danny Phantom, huh? Okay,
That was a really cool idea in the beginning.
No, it would have helped.
Yeah, it's useful in its situations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This just isn't one of them, and that's valid.
Just not this one. It would have been had I failed.
I mean, I think the thing is, Les is a lot more competent fighter than you are. So if you manage to get him free, he could help you here. It's just, you don't have to take both these things down.
Yeah.
You just have to get him free.
I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision and say that under, like, a lot of adrenaline, all of a sudden, like, Kiz has already seen something that looks exactly like him earlier and is already on edge. And upon seeing two things that look like duplicates, just fucking pulls out the nerve crippler and just sprints towards, Les's doppelganger.
Alright, this sounds like a neutralize. How are you feeling?
Let me look at that wheel. I know it's gonna be under scared. Oh, maybe it's not under scared, because confused? Maybe. Bewildered? Perhaps. Weak? No. Embarrassed? No. Where's bloodshed? I'm
like,
kidding.
just
I'm kidding. That's me.
violent?
That's me.
I think that would be powerful.
Of course, it would be the one I didn't watch.
He has a nerve, to be fair, he has a nerve crippler, which only does stun harm.
Right.
And also, I'm not gonna let Kiz, like, I'm not gonna jump straight to murder with this one. Like, but I might.
There's anxious. There's anxious and scared.
There's anxious. I think I might go with bewildered.
Okay.
Because Kismit has no fucking idea what's happening.
Fair. Alright, what is that under?
That would be under scared.
Alright, what's your scared score?
+2?
Alright. Wait, you're scared is +2?
Nope, that's my sad. 0.
I was gonna say 0. Okay, I know Aslan's is a +2.
Yeah,
I
mine's
saw-
a +2.
I saw the letter S and was just like, yes, that's the one, right?
Another 8. You get hurt and you get 2 hold. So I would say if you want Les to be free, you could take away an advantage. But then you don't have any left to, like, defend yourself.
Right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take away advantage.
Alright. So, how do you do that? You just, like, bull rush into this guy? Do you, like, try to stun him?
I do try to stun him, like,
Okay.
while the thought is in the back of their head, like, I don't want to harm someone, Kismet feels like there would be more harm done if he didn't do something, like, right now. Something dramatic right now.
So, you like, get, does it, like, shoot a little electricity bolt? Does it shoot, like, a little thing that shocks them? Like, I'm a little unsure of how your nerve crippler works.
Oh, shit. I thought it was just, like, a baseball bat. like a taser bat. Just fucking bonk.
It's like a bat with alternating metal plates on the end.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
damn.
And
Okay,
each one
well,
is
that's a lot more
differently
hardcore.
charged.
It's a lot more hardcore than I was thinking of, but that works.
No, I
You
was
just fucking-
definitely thinking that it was essentially like a stun baton.
Oh, okay, alright. So yeah,
I mean, something called a nerve crippler. I got, like, baton vibes, too.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I was just, I'm overruled. You fucking baton this guy. You don't hit him super hard, but he does, like, loosen his grip for a second, and Les breaks free and fucking decks him.
Good.
Yeah, baby.
But then you feel razor sharp claws rake against your back, as the U slashes into your back with claws for 2 harm.
Wow. With claws?
With claws.
Ooh. Where do I mark that boss?
It's on your character sheet.
I'm looking at my character sheet, like, light, armor, moderate, critical?
Light. It's 2 light. You start at light, and then you go up.
There's only 1 light.
Sorry,
so
there's
you hit
1
light and then 1 moderate.
Yeah, sorry,
So
yeah,
you
1
start
light, 1
light,
moderate.
then moderate,
Okay.
then another moderate, then a critical, then your final critical, and then your biff. But the armor affects that somehow. Does that subtract 1 harm from it, or
It would.
I don't think I have
Kismet
armor.
doesn't have armor. Yeah.
you don't? Okay.
Who do you think? I play the piano in a cafe. You think I have armor?
I forgot you're a musical theater gay. Okay, give me a break.
Yeah. So I think Les starts going toe to toe with his copy, but you immediately turn around, and the version of you looks still mostly like you, but its fingers have sort of elongated, and they don't look like fingers anymore. They look like kind of gray, swirly skin. You can kind of see. Yeah. They look weird. They look weird.
Do they look translucent?
Do they? No, I don't think they do.
Okay. I was making sure because, like, that's one of Kismet's symptoms, and for a moment I thought you were describing something that kind of could be looked through. I'm like,
No, they don't look see-through.
Okay.
Or do they? No, they don't.
I mean, can I just go for the nerve crippler again on this
Hey,
thing?
you sure can.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You still feeling the same? You feeling any different?
Since Kismet got Aslan all good and stuff, much less scared.
You're talking about Les, aren't you?
Huh?
You said Aslan, and I just
Fuck.
check.
Since Kismet, Mimi got less out of arms of less. Maybe I will go for mad. Maybe I will as a treat.
All right.
As a treat,
alright.
I'll use my lowest thing.
Because there's hostile. There's both hostile and hurt under mad, and
Yeah.
I think Kiz is experiencing at least a little bit of pain. I know that that more associates with, like, emotionally hurt, but, like, no.
No, it can be physically too.
It can be physically too? Okay, cool.
All right, roll mad.
Let's go ahead and see how bad I fuck this up.
It's just another 8.
What in the goddamn... Where was this earlier?
Success. We're calling it a success.
The cosmic winds just want 8.
He really rolled a
picking
9
8.
this time, but it's a -1 anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
The mat is a -1?
Mad is a -1, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, you have 2 hold. How do you spend them?
Let me go over... Hey, is this thing, like, alive at all? AKA, can I scare it?
You could.
So I think it would be kind of sexy of me to suffer little harm and impress, dismay, or frighten your opponent.
All right. I think it did 2 harm to you last time because it raked you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
This time, now that you're much more aware of it, it really would have only done 1 harm. So you just kind of dodge out of the way as it tries to swipe at you. And you just fucking, like, I think as you dodge, you you press your elbow into its back, and it's just kind of, let's see. I think you've impressed it. With your
I don't like the connotations of that.
And
why is it impressed? I want.
And I think at this moment, the fake Les just gets fucking decked and falls onto the floor. And Les comes over and tackles this thing that was attacking you as it struggles. And Les goes, "What the fuck is this?"
You think I have a fucking clue?
Fucking stun it! Stun it!
Did I not? Did I not already?
You
Oh,
haven't
right,
heard it
elbow.
at all yet.
Yeah, let me bonk it. Bop it.
Bop it! Yeah, you bop it.
Twist it.
And-
Breaks their arm.
Oh, God! Well, no, here's the weird thing. Both the thing that Les hit and now this one, now that you've knocked it out, as soon as they've been knocked out, they no longer look like you guys.
Fun.
They have this gray, swirly, like almost prismatic look to them. They have no facial expressions, and they're only humanoid because they're shaped like, they're shaped like humans, but...
Can I ask a question as Sterling?
Sure.
Madison, is this your fault?
I don't think it's mine.
Is
And
I
this...
think there are multiple things happening.
As you look at them, I like trying to make sense of the situation. They actually sort of dissolve.
That doesn't count as killing them, right?
You didn't. If they're dead, it's not because you killed them.
Cool. I'm
and
looking out for D-986.
They dissolve into puddles of liquid that look suspiciously like liquid mirror.
What in the goddamn?
Could you describe their bodies for me one more time?
They were like, they had swirling gray. That didn't look like skin, really. It looked more like it looked kind of like rock, kind of like crystal or something, but it didn't have that hardness. It just had that smoothness to it. And they didn't have any sort of features or anything beyond that.
Okay.
In this little bit, are we gonna save Pawa?
That was my next thing. I
Okay,
think
good.
you and Les just book it out of there.
Wait, did anyone see that? Because we were still in
Oh
public.
yeah, people were freaking out.
Okay, cool.
D-986 was played by Destiny. Kismit Ventry was played by Sterling. Aslan Copper was played by Madison Price. Music and narration by Dominic Nauman. You can check out our Twitter at _BOD_cast. If you enjoyed the show, positive reinforcement, a review or follow of some kind, depending on your service of choice, would mean a lot to us and motivate me to keep spending too many hours planning, playing, and producing the show. Thank you for listening. Just checking in. Let's take a break at least. How are we feeling?
I, Sterling, am feeling fucking great. I'm so glad that I have allowed Kismet violence.
It was only a matter of time.